Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, Ruel. Peace and salutations to the elect, and much respect to the brothers pushing his word in the four winds of the earth. And shalom to you few sincere sisters out there as well. It's Brother Ariyah coming at you with another lesson here. And this lesson is about all the judgments, okay, that happened last night during, this holiday they call Halloween. All right, so I'm just going to go into a couple of scriptures and then show, the various judgments that was set forth on Halloween, which was last night. This is Exodus 20 and 3 through 5. Okay, and it says, "Thou shalt have no other gods before me, and thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image, or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them, for I, the Lord Yahweh thy power, am a jealous power, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me." Okay, and Halloween is definitely a satanic holiday. Okay, it's the way of the heathen at the end of the day. All right, and if you were out there last night celebrating that, okay, taking your children trick or treating and all that dumb shit, then that was you pretty much worshiping Satan at the end of the day, man. Okay, and the Lord says you shall have no other gods before him. None, because no other God, there is no other God but him. All right, and this is why every year I notice, especially since I came into the truth, that every year around this time, Halloween, there be a lot of judgments going forth, man. Okay, a lot of people being judged, killed, okay, injured. You just had that thing happen down there in Orlando. Okay, I saw the footage. It was on X, and I'm not gonna show that, but yeah, a lot of people got touched, man, with them bullets last night, man. A lot of people, as you'll see in the videos. Let's get Jeremiah. Let's get Jeremiah 10 and 2, of course. Okay. And it says, "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen." Okay, and this is definitely, a heathen thing. Okay, heathens, deal with Christmas and Halloween and Thanksgiving and New Year's and Easter and all of these holidays that are pretty much bullshit. Okay, birthdays. Okay, heathens do these things, man. These are things we are not to do. And as you'll notice in the videos, it was pretty much nothing but Israelites getting judged last night, man. Okay? "Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them." Okay? So, yeah, don't learn from the heathen, man. Okay? But a lot of these people love to be joined at the hip with these outsiders, as I call them. Okay? They like to be as one with the heathen and do as the heathen do. And this is something that the Lord has instructed us not to do. Okay? Now, Halloween, like I said, they don't worship the dead, but it's more like a remembrance of the dead, pretty much worshiping of the dead at the end of the day. They try to say that's not what it's about, but that's pretty much what it is, because it's the Day of the Dead at the end of the day. Okay? People dressing up as ghouls and goblins and vampires and all this bullshit, man. Okay? Let's get Matthew. Let's get Matthew. Let's get the book of Matthew 22 and 32 real quick. 22 and 32, and it says, "I am the power of Abraham and the power of Isaac and the power of Jacob." The Most High is not the power of the dead, but of the living. Okay? So the Lord, once you die, that's it. You in the spiritual realm, man. Okay? People who are mourning for you after you die are only given 7 days to mourn for you, and then that's it, man. Okay? People should have the understanding that when people die, they don't go to hell. They go straight up to the Father, and they're at rest. They're good. But people continuously want to mourn over, dead people and things of that nature. And at the end of the day, that's something that's very wicked, man. Let's get Sirach. That's wicked, man, to do that. All right? Every time they birthday come around, you're crying and you're sulking and you're getting down on yourself and you're depressed and shit like that, man. That's wicked, man. Let's get Sirach 22:12 real quick. Okay? Let's start at 11. Weep for the dead, for he have lost the light, and weep for the fool, for he want of understanding, and make little weeping for the dead. For he is at rest, but the life of the fool is worse than death. 7 days do men mourn for him that is dead, but for a fool and an ungodly man all the days of his life. Okay, and this is what that Halloween shit is all about, man. Okay, the remembrance of the dead and all of this bullshit it's wickedness, and it's very satanic. Okay, and this is why the Lord, did what he did, man. Okay, so I just wanted to bring that out real quick. Okay, and I'm gonna show you these judgments, man. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying.
We'll get to some breaking news out of Florida. 8 people shot, at least 2 killed in a mass shooting at Halloween celebrations in downtown Orlando. Right now, a 17-year-old is in custody. Police say hundreds of people were in the area at the time of the shooting. There's still no word on a motive, but as soon as we find out more information, we'll bring that to you.
This morning, we're also filing breaking news here in Harris County, North Harris County, where investigators with Harris County Sheriff's Office say a man was shot to death in his garage overnight.
Let's get straight out to our Devon Roming, who is at the scene live off Hawkins News Drive. And Devon, what do we know at this moment?
Cheryl and Ron, good morning. As of right now, no arrests have been made in this shooting, but crime scene investigators with the Harris County Sheriff's Office remain on scene here this morning, going in and out of that garage where the garage door is open at that home. Now, investigators say they were called to that home here off Hawks Nest Drive sometime between 10 and 11 last night after a report of multiple shots being fired in this neighborhood. It was obviously very busy out here with people out and about for Halloween, and witnesses told investigators they saw someone in a Michael Myers mask walk up to a man in his garage at that home and started shooting. Right now, investigators say they are working to find witnesses. They are also reviewing surveillance video, home video footage from this neighborhood to try to piece together exactly what happened and to try to see if they can identify a witness. Meanwhile, investigators say family was inside the home at the time of the shooting but were unharmed. The victim was shot multiple times and couldn't be saved. The Harris County Sheriff's Office is asking anyone with information that may have been out here last night, that may have witnessed what took place here last night, to call them so an arrest can be made. Live in North Harris County, Devon Roming, KHOU 11 News.
Thank you, Devon.
From Opa-locka police, they are investigating an overnight shooting. Let's get right to CBS News Miami's Morgan Reiner. She's at the scene. Morgan, walk us through what you've been seeing and learning this morning.
Yeah, I'm actually going to step out of the way for you guys so you can see how active this scene still is 8 hours after Opa-locka police said that a woman was killed here. You can see some of the investigators are huddled around talking behind one of the BMWs that's at the center of the investigation. Take a look at this video. Police said this happened at 10:30 last night. They were called here to the 4000 block of 135th Street because of reports of a shooting. When they got here, they found a woman with a gunshot wound. They rushed her to rider trauma, but she did not survive. 2 BMWs appear to be at the center of the investigation in the parking lot outside of a restaurant. Right across the street from the shooting, kids were trick-or-treating at the time. One mom told me her kids ran inside frantic.
My kids ran inside. They thought it was fireworks. I don't know what they thought because they ran inside. They called me hysterical. When I got here, I'm like, I don't know what happened. I saw those 2 cars there. I told them probably a shooting, probably a stabbing. But it's sad. It's sad to see anybody's life over a bar fight.
My photographer pointed out that both cars have a Tampa Bay license plate. Opa-locka police said that their initial findings indicate that this is domestic related. They said that they also detained 1 man.
Lines that take us out to Oklahoma City. Take a look at the video on your screen. This is courtesy of KWTV News 9 in Oklahoma City. According to their website, they're saying at least 12 people were shot and 1 person was killed when a fight broke out early Saturday at an event center in southwest Oklahoma City. Police confirming this information to News 9. They go on to say the incident happened during a Halloween party at Patty's Event Center located near 59th Street and South Agnew Avenue. Oklahoma City Police Captain Valerie Littlejohn saying that shots were fired both inside and outside of the venue and that 1 person was killed. 2 victims are in critical condition at this hour.
He's dead after being shot at a Halloween party. And right now there are so many questions about why this happened as police try to figure out who's responsible. Katira Winfrey is live in Southwest Houston this morning with what we're learning about this situation. Hi, Katira.
Hey, good morning, Cheryl. Just looking around this parking lot, you can see the chaos that played out. There's broken glass, there's lost shoes and broken bottles, and you can see that debris right in front of that party hall over there. That is where police happened. That's where police say it happened. Now, Houston police were called to this area around 1 o'clock in the morning. Investigators say a Halloween party was happening here in the 11900 block of Bissonnette. It's not clear what exactly led up to the confrontation, but officials say at the end of it, 1 man was dead. Now, right now, it's not clear if the incident happened inside the party hall or outside.
We're currently interviewing witnesses. We have homicide investigators en route. We don't have much additional information. We're asking anybody with information to contact Crime Stoppers.
And so far, police have not given a suspect description or given any word on if anyone else was hurt in all of the chaos. We'll, of course, stay on top of this story and bring you those updates. For now, reporting live in Southwest Houston, Katira Winfrey, KHOU 11 News.
A Halloween party turned deadly Sunday night at this apartment complex in South Natomas. And with the front gate broken, neighbors are now demanding more security. 2 people are dead and a girl under the age of 18 is recovering from being shot after a Sunday night party ended with gunshots in South Natomas.
I see a girl, she looked maybe 12 to 15, screaming there's 3 dead bodies, call an ambulance.
Brooke Williamson lives around the corner from where the shooting happened at the Woodlands Apartments. She said the gunshots woke her up. Then she went outside to check out what was going on.
It was disorienting. It was a little scary. You know, we got back inside because we didn't know if they were still out here with a gun.
Sacramento police say the shooting happened around 11:30 Sunday night. They say of the 2 men who died in the gunfire, 1 was a teenager. They have not yet released the age of the other man who died.
News this afternoon about the death of a newborn whose body was discovered yesterday in the Bronx. We have learned that the mother is just a child herself, 14 years old, and is now being interviewed by police. The body of the newborn, who was found dead, was behind a building in Soundview. Police say the teen had thrown the baby girl from a window. The medical examiner will now determine if the child was born alive.
First scary moments just about 50 blocks north of the parade. 2 people hit by bullets when gunfire suddenly rings out on the Upper West Side, and the streets were packed.
Packed full of kids and their parents out trick or treating.
Eyewitness News reporter Sonia Rincon with details from the scene.
A Halloween night treat at McDonald's was cut short tonight. Families in their costumes had to leave their Happy Meals behind just after 6:30, directed out the back door, while police taped off a bloody sidewalk. This eyewitness was just steps from the shooting on West 71st Street. He says there were about 5 or 6 people running toward the McDonald's. Turns out one of them was the 17-year-old victim. They ran inside. His friends took off their shirts to make a tourniquet for his wounded leg.
They were panicking. Yeah. Some of the guys were calling somebody that their friend got shot. Somebody were calling 911. And then like in a few minutes, the police came.
The police and curious trick-or-treaters converged on the McDonald's on what was otherwise a warm night of fun, with the Upper West Side streets packed with families and kids in costumes. Some not sure if this Halloween night crime scene was real. Police covered the shell casings with cones around the corner, where witnesses had seen one young man running in the opposite direction from the victim and his friends.
Janice Yu is live in the Longwood section with the details. Janice.
Hey guys, well, investigators were here well into the afternoon. The scene has been opened back up now, the crime tape taken down. But as you can imagine, neighbors here are absolutely stunned over the news. Neighbors do say that this was a family of 3 who lived in that house. They say they've lived there for about 15 years, but they say the family mostly kept to themselves.
Still shaken up, still shaken up because it's so fresh. Everything is so vivid.
Carla Toledo, her 3 kids were just a few apartments away as tragedy unfolded Wednesday night. She says she heard what sounded like 3 gunshots.
Everybody just came rushing. So that's when we saw that he was on the ground. He was bleeding. We saw him when he was taken on the stretcher.
Authorities say a 34-year-old man was found outside of the home on Southern Boulevard with a gunshot to the head. And once they went inside, they found the bodies of 2 57-year-olds. The woman had been shot in the head. The man shot multiple times.
They told us all to evacuate, so they made all of us from all of these houses get out. And we couldn't go in for an hour and a half.
Police are looking into this as a possible murder-suicide.
My God, Jesus Christ. That's crazy.
Neighbors tell Eyewitness News a family of 3 lived in the home where the shooting happened. Investigators continue to comb through the inside of the house well into the afternoon, and the daycare just feet away from the scene was closed Thursday.
And there's kids there. What about if he would have did that when those kids were there in daycare center and the tragedy would have happened with the kids or whatever?
There was a deadly shooting inside of a mall. 1 person was killed and 2 others are recovering this morning. It happened last night in Vancouver. One witness described the scene.
A lot of terrified mothers pulling their children along. And all I could think is we need to run now because I don't know where they are. They haven't seen us yet. We need to get out and we need to hide.
Vancouver police say they are still looking for the suspect.